UFC rankings did come out, and we know your accolades. We know what you've done. You know, Keyshawn's made a lot of noise recently, and that's your boy. But what do you think about him being ranked above you?
So what do you think about the rankings?
I mean, if you ask me personally, Kevin Garcia, I think that you should be ranked #1.
Okay. So
based on your accolades.
The guy at #1 is a guy that just had a draw his last fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, what are we talking about? It ain't really nothing to even talk about. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. You know, it's funny to me. It's all jokes. None of that shit matters. July 12th is the main concern. As long as I'm locked in and focused on my job, that's all that matters.
So, Edgar, just to follow up really quick. Obviously, we started back and forth online with you and Edgar. He got on the stage. Is this the first time you've seen him since then? Since like all the talk about, I guess, who should be the main event?
Yo, Edgar really my boy. So like, all of this shit could make like people beef and go against each other. And you know, you gotta watch what you say and certain things being said. But in that situation, I already said it before. I think I did kind of. I should have thought about him when I was talking, because that is my brother at the end of the day. So I could admit when I'm wrong. But other than that shit, hey, that's my brother. I do feel as though I should be the headline, but he a hell of a fighter. I'm a hell of a fighter. He's gonna feel the way he feel. I feel the way I feel. But it's nothing but love.
Last question for you on the
Jones
topic.
with the boxing voice. With that heat between Edgar and Shiraz, does that make him being the last fighter tonight a little more acceptable? But with the language barrier between you and Zepeda, it takes a little
yeah. Nah.
Does it make it a little more acceptable for you?
I mean, it is what it is. Once again, they saying it's 2 main events, so I'm looking at it like that. I can't keep talking about it. It is what it is.
Yeah, and one last thing, you being half Puerto Rican, the same way Canelo sort of learned English to make him a more marketable fighter, is that something along the lines that you're trying to do to be more marketable?
I never thought about it. We'll see. As I keep going on my journey, I like learning new things anyway. So if I feel like just sitting there and taking the time, reading the books and trying to learn Spanish, I would.
Right. Have you and Keyshawn actually talked about those rankings since they came out?
No, I ain't talking about it. Bro, I can't blame. Here's the thing, like all of this stuff going on behind closed doors with these high-powered peoples, and they making these high-powered decisions. I can't blame the fighters for that. So, what is there even to talk about? What I'm gonna say? Oh, Key. Oh, I'm sure. Like, there's nothing to talk about. That's my brother at the end of the day. I'm proud of him. I'm happy to where he's at, cause I done seen where he came from. So, truthfully, I'm not caught up in that shit. That shit is what it is. But y'all know, like I know what it is.
Can we get your thoughts on?
I'm not overlook Zepeda, the turkey called and say you guys are high on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
We got the rematch announced today with him and Lamar Roach. I think August
they announced
16th.
It today?
Today. So what do you think? You know, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamar Roach, giving him a tough fight. What do you see the rematch?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamar. I think Lamar is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight?
I asked 2 questions at the same time. I ain't hear shit y'all do that.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight and fight in Congress?
Yo, you know, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching, but I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147, me and Conor could get it in.
Shakur, Johnny Boy boxing a fight. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
Who knows? It's a never-ending process, you know. I think I stopped looking for credit, because at the end of the day, once you get the credit, something else happens, they gonna move on anyway. So the credit really doesn't matter. It just matters how I feel, what I feel after the fight. After I go and fight with him, if I perform at the highest level of my expectations, I'm cool with that.
Shakur, we saw Eddie, obviously, have you back on stage. He said, look, you guys maybe don't appreciate Shakur as much as you should. This is an American great fighter. Talk to us about your relationship with him. And the reason I asked is because rumors circulated recently that maybe you were going with the Bella, but Eddie, he seems to have your back. Can you talk about that?
Yo, I got a question though about that. Like, why am I the only person? Everything behind closed doors just gotta be leaked or like talk about. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, it's just like every single thing is like talked about with me. It's like, god damn, man, that shit ain't even gotta be that, bro. Like I said, Eddie Hearn is here, and I've been saying he was one of the best promoters in the sport, and I think he proven himself well. So.
You spoke about Shakur should be a national treasure, but isn't that your job to make him a national treasure?
But we've only just started working together. Give me a chance. This is the problem with a lot of Terence is the same, by the way. It's not just guys. I don't just say it about people. I said it about Shakur before we represented him. Those guys, Terence, all those guys, they should be American superstars because of the ability they've got. But the good news is he's 27. And the crazy thing is, imagine being a 3-division world champion and never breaking sweat. Like, look what he did against Valdez and people like that. It was like, I was watching it as a fan. I didn't know that one day we'd get to work together. But I'm watching it going, I can't believe how good this young man is.
And one more question. I interviewed you a couple of times. I was covering for the Boxing Boys going over to London. I see how you get swarmed here. But they don't, swarmed in London or England. They don't swarm you in America. What do you have to do different?
Good. It's nice to be able to breathe. It's good because I'm going to go running with him tomorrow at Central Park. He's the one that should be getting mobbed, not me. I'm just a fat promoter from Essex. This is the superstar. This is something that all young fighters dream of, having talent like this. You're looking at pure greatness with this young man.
Cool. Anybody else at 147 you looking at?
At 147?
Yeah, if you were to go.
I'm not really like, I'm just,
Oh, okay.
you know it's crazy. The only reason why Conor Ben came to my mind, I'm gonna be real with you. I seen him in the mall. And I'm the type of person I size people up.
Okay.
So I sized him up and I'm like, yo, I could fight him. Like, I wouldn't mind fighting him. So
The mad thing was, right, is Conor Ben texted me yesterday, right, with the clip of saying about 154. Literally within 2 minutes, Shakur texts me as well, saying, make the fight at 147. And I've got like 2 phones, right? I've got Conor Ben going, Shakur Stevenson going. Listen, that's another. He should be looking to fight all over the world. He's boxing in Saudi now. He should do a big stadium show in the UK. Him against Conor Ben would be a massive fight. But he's right what he said up there. Our job is to look beyond. His job is just to focus on July 12th. But he can fight everybody. Tank, Conor Ben, the list is endless, but he's got to go and do the business against Zepeda.
Eddie, you specifically mentioned his victory over Oscar. Do you think that's his best performance in the ring?
Do you know what? I just think that you're going to see the best Shakur Stevenson against the best opposition. People with outstanding talent and ring IQ always perform better against better opposition. And that's what Zepeda's going to bring. He's a good fighter. It's not an easy fight. And that's where you'll see the best of him. But I remember watching the Valdez fight because at the time, I was thinking, I think he might get beat. And I just watched it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was like,
domination.
Respect to Oscar, it was like a mismatch. And I was just thinking, I don't think anyone can beat him. And I still feel that way now. I don't think anybody can beat him, Tank included, anybody at 135. And, that's why. And also, I've never met anyone with a work ethic like Shakur Stevenson. He is, we could say in the UK, a boxing pervert. Right, he lives in the gym. I can't. Boxing pervert. No, make sure you had boxing at the front. Sorry, did he or whatever you say? No, but seriously, I did it. Yeah. Pause or whatever you say. Right? But what I'm saying is, honestly, you never have to worry about him. He works so hard, and he's 100% focused. He's boxing. He's boxing crazy, and he knows that. He knows this is a real fight, and that's why he'll go into camp and he'll just give it that little bit more.
How do you see the Bud Canelo fight playing out?
So what?
Bud and Canelo, how do you see it playing out?
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of a advantage?
I think y'all make that something. In certain fights,
boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. Now,
Corey, how you got a decision in stoppage? Because Breadman and Boozy think that Bud actually might stop him.
Me and Boozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone talking about it, but I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, But I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud could crack too. So.
Shakur, what did you?
Consider fighting Roach after the tank fight? Is that fight would be of interest? I think
Yes, me and Lamont. Actually, you know, it's crazy they be talking all that brother shit. Oh, he's brothers and he won't fight. Me and Lamont is actually really close and really cool. But I would fight Lamont. It ain't got nothing to do. It's a difference. It's a difference between like how my relationship is with him and what it is with Keyshawn. And I would let that fight.
Shakur,